And the central bank and the Federal Reserve, they have these really cool sounding names, but it's really hard for most people to understand what they really are, right? There are these strange kind of like shell entities, and behind the scenes, most people don't really understand what's happening.
Well, it's a group of private bankers. And up until recently, central banks were not joined together. Different countries have had different central banks. So you see a lot of dynamic interplay between different countries would raise rates, other countries would lower rates. And it was kind of a holdover from the mercantilism from, a couple hundred years ago, where there was more a strategic game going on with with sovereign countries. But starting in the 80s, they became all fused together into one global central bank. Nomi Prinz writes an excellent book on this called Collusion, and she was a former Goldman Sachs banker.
Yeah, we've had
And
her on the
she
show.
describes how all these banks are colluding now. So the global central banks, there's 6 or 7 the major ones. They are now basically making a run at taking complete control of the global economy using the free money that they print. And it's funny because they keep saying they're trying to fight deflation because, the central bank sees deflation. They say, oh, there's too much deflation. We need to print more money. But the joke is that the money printing causes the deflation. So, and they know this, but the mainstream media just repeats what they hear. The mainstream media will say the central bank is going to print more money to fight deflation. But in fact, we know now, there's no equivocation at this point, that this money printing is causing the deflation, which is what they want because it allows them to buy all these assets much cheaper, which is what they're doing. So now into the mix, of course, comes Bitcoin, and I think that's the big, savior for everyone going forward because of everything that it offers. But, to finish up this point, I don't see any stop to the current trend of central banks printing trillions and buying up and taking private the public domain, taking private democracy, taking private everything.